Hey y'all, hey, it's Queen Beauty here and welcome to my channel. Oh, that was weird. Okay, my hands are being weird. Hey y'all, hey, it's Queen Beauty here and welcome to my channel. Today's video is something new I'm trying. Let me tell y'all what I want to do. Okay, so today's video is just going to be me doing my makeup and talking or giving my review on season 3 of Insecure. Listen here. Now, I got this idea from Cosmoholics Anonymous. Y'all, I love Bo. I love her. She used to do Bad Girls Club, but now she does Love and Hip Hop and like all the different seasons and whatnot. And it's so hilarious. It's so funny. And literally every look is beat. Okay? So I just got that idea from her. So thank you so much, Bo. Like, thank you for the idea. I just wanted to do something shorter than an hour-long show. And this is a show that just came out with the 3rd season, and it's one of my favorites. Excuse my one hand that's missing. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this. I looked up to see if there was any other people doing it online, and I did see a couple from the last 2 seasons, so shout out to y'all too, you know. But yeah, let's just get into this video. Let's get it popping. I will have a video on my hair, you know. So yeah, but that will be linked down below. I'll probably upload it after this video. But anyways, I have a couple notes. I know that's what Bo does. So, you know, girl, listen. I watched the episode low-key twice. Like, I watched it once, but then I watched the second time a little bit like halfway through because I missed the beginning. Because listen, your girl right here don't have HBO on the TV. I'm a college student. We don't watch it. We don't got them channels, okay? We got basic. Below basic, okay? Country westerns on there. And the news. But yeah, so I had to watch it on my computer. But I'm so happy HBO had it up like immediately and you didn't have to wait for it. So I'm talking. Y'all know I'm about to talk my life away, okay? Real quick, before we get started with this video, hit that subscribe button down below. And, you know, let's just go on to the video so we can get this look together, okay? Okay, so I already did my eyebrows. I'm about to just set my eyelids so I can do my eye makeup because I'm doing eyeshadow. So yeah, and I'm not gonna talk about like what I use. I'll have that all linked down below. That's what I'll do. So yeah, or listed down below, I mean. So yeah, anyways, so let's just start right into it. Listen, I've been waiting for Insecure, y'all. I've been waiting. I'm really excited that it's back. Season 3, episode 1. It was called Better Like. I'm not really sure what that is supposed to mean. Like, I guess they're gonna be better this season, like as individuals, because literally Issa was in shambles the last time we saw her, and now hopefully, when I was watching, getting into it, I was like, hopefully she'll get her life together. Like, she'll get her act together and it will turn into something great. And I'm excited for her. And I'm excited to see where it goes. So, yeah. The thing is, I said I wasn't going to talk about the products I use, but I just got the Sasha Buttercup. Dang it. Dang. Come on, light. Okay, there you go. The Sasha Buttercup powder, and I usually use the Laura Mercier, or lately I've been using the banana powder because I ran out of the Laura Mercier, but I wanted to try this, so that's what I'm gonna try today. Y'all tell me which one you like the most out of the Sasha Buttercup powder, the banana powder, and the Laura Mercier powder. You know, comment that down below and let me know. All the makeup users and whatnot. But anyways, so the first scene basically opens up with somebody getting their back blown out by Daniel. And I'm like, oh, Issa getting it in. Like, oh, snap. Like, literally, I'm hyped for her. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, Issa, yes, Issa and Daniel. I'm so happy for y'all. I love y'all. Listen, you already know my stance right now. I was Team Daniel from the beginning. Just to be clear, okay? I was never on the Lawrence hive or nothing like that. So, you know, y'all can do what y'all want with that information. But yeah, so anyways, like I said, somebody getting their back blown out. The camera pans on that, and then it slowly pans to the side and shows us that Issa sitting there on the couch listening to Daniel blow some girl back out. Y'all know I'm confused. Like, did Daniel really think that was okay? Like, I'm telling y'all, I screamed when I saw that part. I screamed because I was like, I know he not being that disrespectful. Like, I'm mad. I couldn't even, like, I don't have any words. Like, I'm so mad at him. Like, I can't believe him for doing that to her. It's real disrespectful. It's real rude. And I don't even feel like he has a place to put her on bad terms. Like, a place to be rude or disrespectful to her. Because, first of all, he nutted in her eye. Then he basically said, when they was on the phone in the last season, that it was basically payback. Like, oh, we even. Nah. And now, this your third thing. You tearing Issa up, Daniel. You tearing Issa up, and I'm over it. I was Team Daniel. I still kind of want them to be together, but I don't know how they're going to bounce back from this. Because me, I couldn't do it. I could not bounce back from that. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what makeup look I'm going into. But yeah, so I couldn't do it. So, that happened. The next scene was Issa in the bathroom. And it was so funny because I was like, yes, this about to be that bathroom scene where she was like, mirror bitch or something like that. And I really needed a good laugh. And I felt like that was going to hit me there. Like, it was going to get me my good laugh. And literally, first of all, Daniel don't even have no real mirror in his bathroom for Issa to be doing her rap scenes. Like, literally, he has one of those bootleg mirrors you used to get, like, when you used to get your hair done, when you was, like, in middle school, and you used to go to the hairdresser, and that kind of mirror. Like, she literally had that kind of mirror. Or they had that mirror at Walmart or whatnot when you get your hair done. But anyways, yeah, so he don't even have a good mirror for her to be doing her rap scenes. But long story short, she couldn't even do it because he just barged in on her. And the fact that she asked him, she was like, oh, did you know I was here last night? And this fool said, yeah. Even more disrespectful. Even more disrespectful. I couldn't believe him. So, it was, Daniel just, he throwing me off, okay? He throwing me off. But then after that, oh wait, I skipped a scene. Oh wait, no, I skipped a scene. So the scene before that was, before the bathroom scene, Issa couldn't take being in the house anymore, like hearing them have sex and whatnot. So she ended up leaving, and that's when we find out that her side job is doing Lyft. Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club was like, ooh, I'm not trying to give it away, but this was the interview she had with Issa. But Issa second job in the show is lit. And I'm like, when I see that part and she a Lyft driver, I was like, nah, I don't know. I've never really seen many Lyft drivers around because Uber is very big in the college town where I am. And Lyft, I thought it was a little more expensive, but I'm not really sure. But long story short, yeah, I was looking at that like, nah, that's not the job I want to do. I hate driving. So yeah, but anyways, so the dude gets in the car. She picks up this dude named Elijah, and he throws up in the car. Ew. So that's when the next scene comes, where she's in the bathroom and she asks Daniel about if he knew she was home, and he was like, yeah. So trash, trash, trash. Okay, 3 strikes, you out. Anyways, so the next scene is just a scene that I really didn't care about. It just showed like Daniel in the studio and how he had just a trash artist, and that's really about it. Like, the girl couldn't sing, and the dude was just like, focus on the instrumental, just focus on the background, like whatever, her, forget her. So yeah. So the next scene after that was, we see Molly living her best life. She's in she on the islands, and some fine man brings her a drink, and long story short, Stella got her groove back, you know, time basically. And old dude was like, oh, this doesn't have to stop, we can keep this going, like we can keep this going when we get back in the States. She was like, you got your visa? This is how you know it when Stella got her groove back, because started talking about, no, I'm from, I think he said like Wisconsin, no, Cincinnati. First of all, why did you think that man was from the islands? Molly, stop. But sis ignored him and went on about living her best life. So y'all probably like, girl, how long you gonna put this yellow shade on it? It ain't showing up. It's not showing up. Okay, so now the next scene, Issa is at work. Sis is not happy because she got demoted, and now she works as like calling people, doing follow-ups. Basically, she decides to take it upon herself to call people and see why they're not staying with the company or staying with We Got Y'all and whatnot. So that's what's happening, and literally she does her first phone call, and what is her name? Frida comes in there, and Frida's like, oh, how's it going? And Issa was like, girl, I just started. This is my first phone call. And so she's like basically asking Frida, like, are you gonna help me out, sis? Like, are you gonna figure out what's going on? Like, when am I gonna be able to go out back out in the field? Like, when am I gonna be able to do my thing? And Frida basically tells her, like, sis, I just got in, I just got promoted, I don't got it, like I don't got that pull you looking for. Basically, that's what she says. Okay, so the next scene, Issa picks up Molly from the airport, and that's basically like, Molly gets in the back seat and is like, oh, I like my Lyft drivers to be quiet, so shut the like, I felt that, because when I get in the car, I don't want to talk. I really don't want to talk. If I do want to talk, it'll be because I'm with a bunch of my friends and we're going out to the club. But if I'm by myself, I don't want to talk. I want to listen to some music, and I want to enjoy my ride. Molly tell her car still stank. It smelled like throw up. So I guess she did tell her about like the dude, but I thought that was really funny. Molly tells her basically like she should quit her job and she should switch it up. And then Issa's like, oh, well, not everybody can be like you, get a new job, go on vacation, you know, nobody can do that. Which, I mean, listen, live your dreams, do what you want to do, don't let nothing hold you back. But I guess Issa really like her job and she want to keep her job. So, I mean, I guess she got to just keep pushing forward. I don't know what else to say about that. So, I don't know. Do y'all think Issa should quit her job? I don't really think she should. I don't really know what Issa wants. So, I can't really say Issa should quit her job. Because if Issa wants to stay in her job, if Issa wants to work with kids and help them and whatnot, I say stay. Figure it out. see how you can help, like, get back in. But if she don't, she just need to move on, in my personal opinion. But yeah, so other than that, they end up going out to eat, and Molly talks about how she, all these dudes trying to like go further with her, and I guess it kind of seems like she in her little whole rotation now. Like, this is her rotation, like whole rotation, and this season. And but then at the same time, she's kind of like, know better, do better. So I'm a little confused, because how you gonna live your life to do whatever you want to do, but at the same time, you know better and do better, I guess, not to go too far with these dudes. So basically, she tells Issa about the Caribbean dude that wasn't Caribbean, and she says how she had to bleep him, and Dro starts calling her, and she was like, how I had to bloop him and bleep this person. She had to bleep the dude that wanted to have a long distance relationship with her, which was due from the last season. I don't remember his name, but yeah. So she's saying all that to say nothing, or I just think it's a bunch of bull. Like, I already know. Listen, just because Issa was right there, I know how it is when you with your homegirls, you're trying to put up a front and act like that dude ain't phasing you. But nah, I'm not like that. But but it do happen sometimes when, you know. So I feel like Molly gonna do what she wanna do. Know better, do better, my behind. Okay? Because we be knowing better and still be doing the wrong thing. Then they showed another fake show, which I was really excited about, because the last one had Regina Hall in it, but this one has the dude from It's a Different World, the girl which played Ron, and the girl from Maxine from Living Single, and then it's like a couple other people, and I was like, oh my god, look at them. Another show. I have to pay attention to it. It was Daniel's sister watching it, doing his niece's hair. So Daniel walks in, and he just comes over there to go pick up a guitar, and that's really about it. She basically tells him that she needs him to watch her daughter, and she was like, so who gonna watch her, Vanessa or Issa? And I'm like, Vanessa. So Slick something, Sir has a girlfriend, I feel like it, and I need to see her, or I already saw her body, but I ain't see her face, so I want to see what she looks like. Oh wait, one funny part I got out of that was at the end when Daniel picked up the guitar and he left, the sister was doing the little girl's hair, and she leaned back and was like, what she said? She said, damn girl, I braided your hair all kinds of wrong. Listen here, if that's not me in the future, if that's not me yesterday when I was doing my mama hair, and it just like, it happens. And the funny thing is, it also gave me a flashback to when my mom literally was doing my hair one time, and literally I had to do a story time, but literally she burnt my hair out, like, and did not tell me. I didn't find out until probably like high school, and she burnt my hair out like in elementary school, middle school ish. I used to get it hot combed. Sis was bald in the middle, and her friend was literally laughing, and I was like, what y'all laughing about? And she would not tell me. She was like, nothing. So it was kind of like that scene in What's Love Got to Do With It, when the girl messed her hair up, or the scene in Martin where Gina messed whatever that old lady name is hair up and didn't want to tell her. So yeah. So this next scene was Daniel was jamming it out. He was drinking. He was basically, you just saw him drinking and playing music, and Issa walks in, and she's like, oh, let me have some, you sound real good. I ain't know that you did the music yourself. And he was like, oh, you heard that? And she was like, yeah, I'm very observant. And he was like, close your eyes. And she closed her eyes, and he was like, what color shirt I'm wearing? She talking about, is it striped? No, sis, it's not striped. I was like, she is so funny. So funny. That's exactly how I would have been. But then he leaned in to kiss her, and I'm like, oh, Lord. I just don't understand, like, why he thought that was okay, first and foremost. Dang, I know what I forgot to mention. So Molly and Issa is out to eat, and like I said, they was talking about Molly and whatnot. But to talk about what Issa was saying, Issa was basically saying, like, sometimes she feels like she's walking on eggshells, like she can't talk to anybody, like she can't express herself. And I know how that can feel sometimes, but it's just like, that's when Molly was like, you can talk to me, right? And she was like, yeah, but literally she was very hesitant when she was saying it, and that just made me seem like, nah, she can't. And I can see where she means that with Daniel, because I don't know. But basically, Molly says, like, why you ain't stay with me? You could have stayed with me, girl. And then Issa was like, you remember that incident in 2005? And that's when both of them was like, well, you broke my vase. And she was like, it was already broke. Listen, that's funny. That was really funny. Ugh. I gotta take a break. I got food. I don't eat burgers from McDonald's, and I know she ate some of my fries. Why they so empty? You can't even see none. And why they got this bootleg behind spoon? This regular schmegular spoon right here. Where the McFlurry spoon? Y'all wanna know a secret? I'm lactose intolerant. Anyways, I forgot where I left off, so I'm just gonna go back to talking about, like, the Daniel and Issa scene where he leaned in to kiss her and whatnot. And I feel like this moment in the episode just was like showcasing what Issa had talked about earlier, like not being able to, like, tiptoeing around, not being able to express herself, you know, because eventually Daniel was like, so why are you here, Issa? She was like, I'm just staying here as a friend. Like, that's why I'm here. Sis, I don't believe you. And I feel like she shouldn't have did that with Daniel. I feel like she should have just made out with him, because I surely would. But at the same time, his 3 strikes was already up. So I guess maybe not making out with him was a good thing, because, like, how much is too much? Like, having sex with other girls and the stuff from last season, like, it was kind of a lot. So I can understand why she's like, you know better, do better with that, I guess. But I still think it's BS, and I still think that they're gonna end up together. I don't care what nobody says. But yeah, so and the fact that she kept saying, oh, as friends, that's basically her saying, like, she can't really express herself with him, so she couldn't really say it then. And I feel like at the end of the day, she's staying with him because she wanted to be in his area. She wanted to be around him, but she didn't want to be that person to be like, oh, I want to be with you. She just wanted to be like, oh, I need to stay with you. I need to be with you because I don't have no place to stay. It was just like an excuse to still be in his area. So yeah, that's what I think it comes down to. The next thing was popping because Molly is getting her box ate. Listen, sis is not playing no games on the kitchen counter. And you know who it is. Y'all already know who it was. It was Dro. Who else would it be? Like, who else would be? But literally, that's happening. So the next, I guess it's like the next morning or the next, whatever part of it, her and Dro are laying in bed together and Candace calls. Sis, not Candace, his wife. I thought you was done with that, Molly. So this fool answers the phone. And literally he's just like, oh, I'm at Molly's house. I was like, oh Lord. Molly's sitting there looking hurt. Sis, what you hurt for? What you hurt for, girl? Listen here, your girl look like a Oompa Loompa. This is not okay. You need to put a little bit on my ears. Like, this is bad. I need to go a little lighter. I haven't been in the sun this summer. So I'm not as tan as I want it to be. But anyways. So, after he gets off the phone with Candace, because sis probably not worried. Sis like, oh, that's Molly. That's your friend. May or may not be an open relationship. We'll never know. Hopefully we'll know this season. Probably. I know she has to tell us. Guys, that she's going to set boundaries, and she's basically telling him like, we're either going to be friends that don't F-U-C-K, or we're going to be acquaintances that F-U-C-K. Okay? It's one or the other. And so I'm like, okay, sis, I see you. I see you. You owning up to what you said to Issa earlier. You setting these boundaries. You know better, do better, I guess. You know, you in your low-key whole rotation. That's what it seems like it to me, girl. But live your life. So basically, Dro was like, so what do you want to do? And then Molly's like, I want to just F-U-C-K. I'm childish. She was like, I just want to F-U-C-K. So, let's just go from there. And basically, I guess she ended up basically setting boundaries, saying like, you know, no phone calls, no doing this, no doing that. But yeah, so I feel like everything's going well for Molly. Like, with her job, she's getting everything that she wants out of it. I don't know, she just seems like she's set. And the only thing I feel like she's not set with is Dro. Like, I feel like that's the only thing that's going to hold her back this season. I mean, obviously it is, but you know. Okay, so the next scene is Issa at work. And mind you, I don't know if I told y'all, but she told what's his name, Daniel, that she only wanted to stay with him because he lives close to her job. Stupid, but yeah. But anyways, so now she's at work, and basically she's doing calls because they've been losing a lot of customers. So since they've been losing a lot of customers, she's doing follow-up calls, basically calling them and asking like, what can they change? Like, what's the reason for you not coming back with our company and stuff like that. And so some of the people was saying like, oh, y'all have a brochure full of black people, but only one black person worked there. And she was like, that's me. Then some people was like, oh, y'all logo we got y'all is racist. And then I think another person, I don't know, they just saying that them as a company is racist. So Issa goes to her boss and says like, oh sis, this is like the feedback I've been getting. I thought it would help us figure out like what's going on, like why are people not partnering with us anymore. And her manager snaps on her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, sir, I mean lady, you're rude. Literally, she tells Issa like, oh, if I wanted you to be the spokesperson of our company, you would be out in the field, but you're not, and you need to figure out why everything keep getting messed up because of you. Like, why are you the problem? And I'm like, how is she the problem? I don't feel like she was, I feel like she was wrong in the second season about what happened with the kids, but I didn't feel like she needed to get demoted. I feel like it was a learning, it was a teaching moment, and she learned from that, and she realized like her mistakes. And you know, everybody has that, like, and it's hard for black people to realize, like, black people, I don't know, people have difference in opinions. Can black people be racist? Can they be considered racist? Yes or no? I don't know. Like, it's everybody's preference, it's everybody's, you know, opinion. And maybe that man was being racist. He was being prejudiced, or yeah, he was prejudiced against a certain group of people. So that's what it really was. Or was it that he wanted to see his black people who are put down all the time in life succeed in school, get a one up? Also, Issa told Daniel that she doesn't care who he has sex with. Basically, she was like, just give me a heads up. So right when she leaving work and she having a hard time and she annoyed, she get a text from him and he's like, heads up. And she said, okay. So the next part, Molly is in the nail shop and played that song because of Icy, wifey, haters wanna fight me, never been the one to RP up on my white tee. I like that song. But anyways, Joe calls her and she's like, I thought I told you no calls. He don't care. He do not care. So he on the phone and he's just saying, oh, I know you had your meeting today. I just wanted to check and see, you know, acquaintances check on each other and they celebrate together. No, they don't. Well, they do hang out every once in a while, I guess, acquaintances, but whatever. So he's like, let's meet up later, and she's like, okay. So later on, she getting ready and Issa called her because Issa decides that she's gonna live since Daniel is getting his freak on. Issa doesn't want to go lift by herself, so she calls Molly and Molly goes with her, and she's like, it's gonna be a party lift. Mind you, why they play City Girls? I was like, yeah, City Girls on the map. City Girls doing it big. Okay. And I think later on while I was watching, Issa Rae tweeted and said City Girls gonna be something. She said something like crucial for the episodes or crucial for Insecure this season. So we about to hear a lot more of them, and I'm hyped for that. So Issa and Molly are in the car and they get two girls in the car first, and the two girls like, oh, this my jam, and they just they on their way to a party, and it's just regular stuff, like it ain't nothing super duper serious. I thought it was pretty funny because literally when you be talking to somebody that's a promoter or something like that, and you be like, I don't even know if he got a real job, or I don't know if he can really get me in. That's what the girls in the back was saying, like, sis, when he don't answer when he told you he was getting you in, that means he ain't getting you in no more. That's what it comes down to. After they drop them off, they pick up this dude. Molly think old dude cute. Issa think old dude cute. He in the car. And this part right here really showed me how like us girls really will switch up on you. Like, if you cute, you're nice, you cute, we're gonna have a good attitude. We're gonna be a different kind of person sometimes. And then if you're not cute and you acting up, then we're gonna be a different kind of person, you know? I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. So the boy Nathan got in the car looking fine, light skin, had on a hoodie, it had a stain on it. I don't know why, if I was the only person that saw that, but I don't know. But anyways, so he was literally just like chilling. Like, he was going someplace that was 4 miles away to get food, and he was like, oh, I hate LA because it's about to take me 30 minutes to get all the way across town. And then, sorry, Molly finds his taco place that's like 12 minutes away. Issa's like, oh, I can pick up another person. It's a party lift. It's a party lift. Like, girl. So she pick up another person. Old dude get in the car. He starts acting up, coming on to Molly. Molly like, he not cute. Then he starts rolling up. Issa was like, oh no, you can't smoke in here. And he was like, I'm good, or something like that. And so old dude Nathan was like, the lady said you can't smoke in here. Grabbed it, threw it out the window. Long story short, they start bumping, okay? They start fighting. I thought Nathan was about to get his behind beat, but Nathan whooped old dude behind, okay? Literally whooped him up. I ain't even put no highlight on and I'm popping already. But anyways, so Nathan whooped him up. Like, bad. Literally, the dude was not okay. Mind you, Molly never made it to go meet Dro that night. And Nathan ends up jumping out of the car and running away. I low-key thought Issa was going to end up with him because the way they was talking and it was looking real cute together and stuff like that. It was just a really cute scene. I don't know, just the dude being in the car, the other dude just changed up the whole dynamic, and it was really going to be a good night. I felt like it, but turned into craziness. And she was like, why didn't you let me know, like, I could come back in? And he was like, oh, my bad, I forgot. And she was like, that's not okay. Like, I'm sorry. And she ends up confessing her feelings to Daniel. Ooh, that's too much. She ends up confessing her feelings to Daniel. And he's confused because just a couple days ago, sis, you were saying that you was happy. You moved in with him because y'all thought y'all could be friends. And you could just, you know, you was happy that it was closer. His house was closer to your job. So Issa ends up saying, like, I came here because I knew you would be there for me. And I knew that's what I needed. Like, that's exactly what I needed right now. Which is true. She did need that. And that's a good thing to have. And she basically goes on to say, like, it's hard for me to express my feelings, especially with you. And he's like, why? And basically she's just like, it's just not easy. Especially with you throwing it in my face all the time that you having sex with other women. And literally, she calls him out on all his mess. Like, calls him out. And basically says, like, you effing other girls and we have history. Like, how do you think that makes me feel? He was just like, alright. And walks into his room. That's strike number 4 for Daniel. I'm over him. I'm over all his mess. I'm just over it. Like, I don't understand why you think that's okay. Like, because it's not, sir. It's not okay for you to treat Issa like this. I understand. Issa was wrong way in season 1. But season 2, you've been acting up. You've been the one playing games. Wait, no, never mind. Issa was acting up in season 2. Never mind. Disregard that. But regardless, I don't know, like, the fact that he just said, alright, and walked away, like, I know that hurt. I mean, it's a show. But it did hurt. Like, that wasn't fair. It wasn't fair for Issa. It wasn't fair for like, their friendship, their relationship. I don't know. But hopefully he takes that as, like, okay, I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to be better. Because maybe this whole season is no better. You know it now, sir. You know it. You understand what's going on. She explained everything to you. She poured her feelings out, you know. And are you going to do better now? Like, are you going to fix this? What are you going to do to fix this? That's my questions for Daniel. Ah! The next scene is Molly looking in the mirror. And she walks out of her bathroom into her living room. And she sees Dro sitting there. And basically Dro just sitting in there because he got a key. And Dro is like, oh, so you and Issa was fighting yesterday. And she laughed and basically low-key told him a little bit about what happened. And he was like, y'all be acting up or y'all be a mess or something like that. And so then they get on the subject of her wanting her key back. Because, sir, you can't just come into my house any kind of time. You're supposed to be acquaintance now. You're not you're not my friend. You're an acquaintance. Like, get out of here, sir. While I wait for my lashes to dry, I'm gonna put my lipstick on. But yeah, so anyways, what it seemed like to me was Dro wants a relationship with Molly. But sir, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And I don't understand. And she goes on to say, like, it's not fair for you to have your cake and eat it too. I need to set some boundaries for myself. Like, he only thinking about himself in this situation. Because he wants to have Molly whenever he can. Whenever it's convenient for him. But Molly don't have that same pleasure. So, that's why she's setting boundaries. So, long story short, Molly was like, she low-key came for him in his relationship, and she was like, I don't want that kind of mess that you and your wife doing or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And he took it as, like, he snapped on her and was like, don't you ever speak on my wife, me and my wife relationship, blah, blah, blah. Once he snapped, he was like, I think I should go. And she was like, bye. I think that's, or I think you should too, or something like that. It wasn't nothing. But, I hope that's a breaking point for them. Because I feel like their whole situation and their whole dynamic is a little too much for me. Like, I don't know how people do it, the little being a side chick and stuff like that. I just, not judging at all. I just don't think I can do it because I'm needy. I ain't gonna set no boundaries, and I'm gonna be sad when you're not at my house. So yeah. Also, Issa was watching TV, and in the background, the part that I saw and heard that like jumped out at me was the girl Maxine was like, sisters, what she said? She was like, sisters are the backbone of this country, and we need to reclaim our time. And in my head, I was like, that loops around completely for everybody in the show. Molly and Issa. But specifically Molly, for me. Because Molly don't need to be dealing with these dudes. And she definitely don't need to be dealing with Dro. Ooh, wrong name. Because he ain't no good. And I still don't believe he in an open relationship. Issa's watching TV and Daniel walks past and he's basically like, see you later, roommate. He low-key says it pretty sarcastically, but I don't know. But long story short, he was just like, oh, you can have the house to yourself tonight. And then Issa just basically says, you know, thank you for everything. So anyways, the last scene basically was Issa getting up to go lift after Daniel was like, bye roommate and whatnot. And she said thanks for everything. So that is it for my review of this episode, my thoughts, my everything about this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm still doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do this look. I feel like I was a little zoomed out when I did the eye look, so I will be the next video I will actually zoom in some more so y'all can actually see the eye look a lot better. Like I said, I'll have all the products I use listed down below in the description box. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And just give me a thumbs up if you actually like this video, if you like this concept that I got from Cosmetics Anonymous. And yeah, so Queen Beauty, out.